Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly, and today I'm going to show you 3 simple air fryer meals that you can make at home. And I'm going to do pork chops for the first one, and all I'm going to do is put some garlic powder and some seasoned meat tenderizer on it. And you need some canola oil or some avocado oil that you can spray onto the pork chops. That way it kind of gives it a little bit of a it'll help give it a little bit of a crust on to the pork chop. You also want to go ahead and spray the inside of the basket that you have with either the canola or the avocado oil, and then preheat it for 5 minutes on 400. Now once it's preheated, go ahead and add your pork chops to the basket. And these are thick pork chops, so depending on the size of the ones that you have will determine how long you're going to cook them for. But go ahead and press the steak button, and I went ahead and cooked mine on 400. Now it's 10 minutes total, so halfway through at the 5-minute mark you're going to take them back out, and then you're going to turn them over and then put them back in for another 5 minutes. Now like I said, depending on the thickness of your pork chops, that will determine how long you cook them for. But these came out really juicy. They were delicious, and all I did was just serve it with a vegetable and a side dish, which you can do for each of these meals. You just choose what you want to add on the side for it. Now the next meal is a whole chicken, and it's around 6 pounds. That's about the most that this one would fit. And I'm going to go ahead and season it with some garlic powder, some black pepper, and some zesty lemon seasoning that Weber has. This one's really good. Some smoked paprika. And you also need just a little bit of olive oil to add to the chicken to help the seasonings adhere to it, and just a little bowl and the little brush to brush it on. Now make sure that you add the seasoning under the skin also. I find that it helps to season the chicken a little bit more than just putting it on top of the skin. So add whatever seasonings that you have available. It doesn't have to be the ones I have, but I definitely like the garlic powder on the chicken. I feel like it gives it really good flavor. Also with the zesty lemon also does that too. So just use whatever you have. It doesn't have to be the same seasoning I have. And as always, make sure you wash your hands when fooling with raw meat. Go ahead and spray your basket with some canola oil or whatever oil you're using. Preheat on 400 for 5 minutes. And then the next thing you're going to do is you want to put the chicken in, the breast side down, and just lay it in the best you can get it. And you don't want it to hit any of the elements. And then just go ahead and season that side of it. Now you're going to go ahead and put it back in the air fryer, and you're going to put it on 350 for 25 minutes on one side. And then once you're done with that, go ahead and put it on 350 for another 25 minutes on the breast side, and make sure you're using the chicken button, and then it comes out really, really delicious. Now the next meal is chicken tenders. All I'm doing is putting some milk, and then you're going to add 1 egg to this mixture. just use a fork and go ahead and mix your egg into the milk. That will make your wet batter. And I'm using Zatarain's chicken fry mix. It's not meant for the air fryer, but I wanted to try it anyway and see how it would work. I'm using the recipe for the thicker crust, and all that is you're dipping your chicken tenders into the dry mix first, then the wet batter, then back into the dry mix. And what you want to do is heat or preheat your air fryer to 400 for 5 minutes. And then after you do that, go ahead and add your chicken tenders to the basket. Now, part of my video got deleted, so it's not showing you how I battered everything up, but it's very simple. But go ahead and put your chicken tenders into the basket for 5 minutes on 350. Once you take them out for the first time, go ahead and turn them over. Then what you want to do is spray them again with some canola oil or avocado oil, or any oil that you prefer to use, but I feel like that helps to crisp up the chicken some. Go ahead and do that. Put it back in 350, 5 more minutes. Depending on the thickness of your chicken, will determine how long you need to cook it for. But for me, for this one, it was a total of 10 minutes on 350, and that worked fine. They were completely cooked, and they turned out great. They were crispy and juicy. Loved it. You can also just use flour if you don't have the Zatarain's mix, and just add some seasoning to it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like to see more videos like this, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will notify you when I post new videos. I thank y'all for watching, and I hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank y'all again.